Hi, I'm One Kidney Mike. I donated a kidney in February of 2025, and now I'm climbing all 27 peaks in Montana that are greater than 12,000 feet to prove that kidney donation doesn't hold you back. And today I'm on day 3 of my Beartooth adventure. Yesterday I got wood and pyramid. I actually didn't get back into camp until 10:30 last night, so I'm getting a little bit of a late start today. It's 9:30 right now, which shouldn't be a big deal because Hague's just right over there. It's not easy, but it's not going to be anything like the last hike, and I am definitely feeling a little bit tired today. I'm still confident I can get up to Hague no problem. Plus, it's not a very technical climb. Basically, I'm gonna go up this way and then back onto the plateau, and then it's just a walk up there. So might as well get started. Well, I just climbed up that boulder field and kind of traversed across over here, but I came too high, and so now I've got this cliff right there. I could go up that way, but I'm not sure what's higher up there, like if I'm gonna cliff out or how well, like if it actually goes to the plateau or not. So I'm going to take the safe option. I'm going to go down a little bit, traverse over, because I know that this goes up to the ridgeline. All right, I finally made it to the top of the plateau, and it should be good footing from here on out. I don't think I could have picked a worse route to come up. It was just so loose that on dirt, it was exhausting coming up. I've only gone a little over a mile, and it took over 2 hours, but mainly just because you'd think you'd have a good footing, and then you try and transfer the other foot and it just slide right out from underneath you. But the view is pretty awesome. There's Granite Peak and the Froze to Death Plateau, also Mystic Mountain there, and you can see there's Hague. I'm at the top of Hague, 12,323 feet. I am exhausted. Yesterday was a very long day, and then this was a pretty strenuous hike. Actually, that first part was the worst. The rest of it was not too bad. Some boulder hopping, but mainly just kind of, putting your feet in front of each other. But there was a lot of elevation gain. So right now I am going to eat lunch, rest, get a little bit of hydration, just enjoy the view, and then I will start heading back down. Well, I just got through the boulder field. That was pretty brutal. This boulder field, unlike the one over at Wood, is like a lot looser and further apart. Whereas at Wood, all the boulders were like on top of each other and they were pretty solid. I went too far down. I followed a grassy thing down from the peak, and then when I turned to traverse over to the ridge, I think I went through more boulders than I would have if I'd have just stayed at the top of the ridge. But it's kind of a crapshoot because there were parts of that weren't great either. So, but I'm through it, and this is what I have to go through. So not too bad. And then once over that ridge, then it basically becomes like a grassy knoll all the way to where I got to the ridge. And then at that part, I got to make a decision on how I want to get down. I definitely don't want to go the same way I came up. Well, I'm at the spot where I came up, and like I said before, this is pretty loose, which is really bad for going up, but I think going down it'll be a lot easier because usually you just kind of slide down, hopefully controlled. So I'm gonna give it a try. Well, so far it's working pretty good. It's not completely smooth. As you can see, there's a lot of big rocks and stuff, but basically like what would happen was I would take a step and then I put weight on it and it would slide down and stop, but it would stop like below where my foot originally was. So, and we keep doing that, and that's what makes it so hard to get up this stuff. I tried to stick to places where it was more solid, but in retrospect, I should have gone up that way and around this ridge. I think that would have been a lot better. I'm going to continue down to the bottom, and then I'm going to go to the stream and then walk back up to camp. you can really see what I had to traverse over and why that was such a horrible route. And then if I would have gone up at that one spot, I think I would have been able to eventually make it, but I think that would have been a horrible route. Right up there where the trees end, it all kind of depends on what actually happens there, on whether I would have been able to keep going. But if it was as loose as it was everywhere else there were trees, that would have been miserable. Well, I'm back here at camp, thankfully, because I am exhausted. The total hike was only 6.7 miles there and back, with about 3,500 elevation gain. So, you know, compared to other hikes, it's really not that, difficult, although poor pathfinding really made it a lot harder in the beginning. Well, today was a gorgeous day. I'm so glad that we've conquered Hague. Now, I believe, given how my body feels right now, I think that is going to be it for this trip. I don't think I have it in me to make another summit attempt. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this. I certainly enjoyed the hike. Please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And I hope you have a great day.